Sorry about that, everyone. Dropped the phone. Hey, Peter. Hi, Hindo and Rita. How are you guys today? Just thought I'd do a little pop-up live, show you the tanks. They're looking good. Thank you, Hindo and Rita. You're gonna go over there, Sylvie? Thought Sylvie was gonna go over there and get in the picture, but she decided to turn around and go the other way. She's camera shy. Let's see if I can get her. There she is. Vanessa, welcome. Rocky, you missed being in on the shot. And Vertigo, thank you for coming in. How are you? So I'm glad to see everybody. Oh, no worries, in Vertigo. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Sylvie and Rocky are in here looking for attention too. As soon as I turned the camera around, Rocky ran a while ago. So how is everybody today? Good, I hope. It's Thursday, almost Friday. Oh, that's nice, Peter. Hope you got to pet it. Tommy, how are you? Well, I appreciate you being in here today, Vertigo, even if it is for a short time. I hope everything's all right. I'm sure school is probably busy. Three mini Aussies on Monday. That's cool in Vertigo. I bet they were cute. Oh, that's nice, Vanessa. I want to be out by the pool too. Actually, I want to be on the boat, but it's a little choppy today. Had to go do some shopping this morning. I bet you're happy to be back at work, Peter. Lorna, how are you? Thank you. Yeah, I think the tanks are looking the best they've looked so far. I got another light, so I've got good lighting on both tanks now. So I've got two of the better lights instead of just the crummy lights that I had on the 20 gallon. I broke down and spent some money. Yes, the boat has a name, Peter. It's called Serena Bella, which means beautiful mermaid. I hope you're able to get out tomorrow, Vanessa. I'll be a little jealous because I don't know the weather down here. I think we're supposed to have rain tomorrow. That would be cool in Vertigo. I I knew you'd been there for a little while, Peter. Congratulations on 7 years. So I've got a clownfish over here. I mean, not a clownfish. I've got a cardinal fish over here in the 20 gallon. You can see him swimming right over here. And then I've got two little bitty clownfish now over in this tank that are doing well, as well as the algae blenny, which he's hiding right now. My leather coral kept falling off of the rocks because I didn't have them glued down. Actually, I'm not sure if it was the crabs or I've got emerald crabs in there. I'm not sure if it was the crabs or the snails kept knocking it off, I think. So I just left him down there in the sand, and he's getting so big. He's probably twice the size of what he was when I first got him. I do, Peter. The hardest fish that I've kept in Vertigo was the dragonet mandarin. Um, just because I couldn't get it to eat, and I couldn't get copepods in the tank to grow quick enough for it to eat them, and ended up losing him, which was sad. I was very disappointed when I lost him. But yeah, he was a hard. Dragonet mandarins are a hard one to keep. That's the way, Peter. Start when you're young and stay as long as you can until you can retire. Yeah, it was sad. I was very sad about losing that fish. Probably one of my favorite fish that I've had. Now I'm scared to buy another one. I've been doing some fragging of corals. That means taking little pieces off of, some of you might not know, I'm taking little pieces off of one coral to make multiple corals. So I've got a frag stand right here holding some of them, but you can only put so many in there. So I'm having to put them over here in this other tank in the sand. And I put my now I just forgot the name of the coral. the the trees, the tree one right over here. I put him in there because he sheds his branches so fast. I didn't want it to take over the big tank. Hey, thanks, Invertico. I appreciate you being here. You have a wonderful day now. Have fun. Have a good time at school. Yeah, when do you plan on going to London again, Peter? Everybody, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button if you would, please. I appreciate it. I think most of you have already, though, but I have to ask. October, a late birthday present. That's cool. When's your birthday, Peter? I forgot when it was. Hey, Mom Son Vlogs, how are you? I'm so glad you're able to drop in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. No worries, Rita. Phone calls take priority. September 28th. I think my brother's. I got a little brother. I think his birthday is September the 30th. I can't be. I'm not positive, but somewhere right around there. Thank you, everyone, for smashing that like button. I appreciate it. Thanks, Rita. You're the best. I've got to turn your channel back on to start streaming it again, Rita. I had to turn it off yesterday because when Gina works at home, it takes up too much of the internet, and our internet kept crashing. So Peter, I appreciate you being here. You have a wonderful day now. We'll see you next time. Are you getting any closer to 4,000 yet, Rita? I know I left them running for a little while the other day on several devices. Thanks, Dust. How are you today? Thank you for coming in. Nano, welcome. How are you? Thank you. Smash that like button if you would, guys. I appreciate it. How do you think? How you like the tanks? They're looking pretty good. I think they're looking about the best they've looked so far. I've got corals in both tanks now because I was getting some frags and I didn't have enough room in my frag holder for all the frags, so I've got frags in the other tank over there now, which that's fine by me. I upgraded my light on the 20 gallon to the same light I have on the 36 gallon. Since I've got frags in there now, I wanted to make sure that they're lit up right. All the corals are just popping out today. The Duncans over here are closed up just a little bit because I just fed them. They'll open back up here in a little bit, I'm sure. They close up when you feed them. But they've been popping out really nicely, about the best I've ever seen them. I think just as good, if not better, than when I first bought them. They get a nice uh, diet of mysis shrimp, and then they get reefroids once a week. So they've got quite a nice little diet. They get the mysis shrimp about every other day, as well as the rest of the tanks do. The rest of the tank does too. And they all love it. Most of the corals are glued down except for this leather right here. He's on his own little rock, so I had him perched up here on top of another rock, and the either the crabs or the snails kept knocking him off, so I just left it down on the sand. So they're looking good down. He's looking good down there. That that leather down there is about twice the size of when I first got him a few months ago. I'm happy about that. He's getting nice and big. I could frag him, but I'm scared to do the cutting on it. I know I could probably do it, but it's just that's a scary one to try. I'm gonna have to watch somebody frag one of those before I try it. Most of the corals I left on the plugs that I so the corals, when you buy them, come on little plugs. They're already glued down to those. So I glue the plugs down, but the Nephthia right here, I actually pulled off the plug, and the GSP, the green star polyp right here, I pulled off the plug and glued those directly to the rocks. Yeah, that spider, it's a cleaner shrimp. There's one in both tanks. They're nice and big. They're little bullies though sometimes when I'm trying to direct feed certain corals or the anemones. They will try and come and take all their food from them. So I try and put extra food over by them before I feed the corals and the anemone, or or else it's a robbing situation. And if you hadn't seen, there's two little Nemo fish clowns right over here in the side. There's an algae blenny in there somewhere, but he's hiding. No worries, Rita. Take your time. And then over in this other tank, there's a cardinal fish right there. Thank you, Dusty. It's only a 36 bow front. I wish it was a 75, but it's a 36 gallon bow front. And then the one over to the other side is only a 20 gallon. When our house gets built, eventually, it's taken forever to get it built. But when our house gets built, I plan on getting I'm hoping to buy like a 150 gallon tank. Oh, I'm sure it does. Yeah, I want a big tank. In our new house. We should have room for it pretty easily, I hope. Yeah, I can't wait. I've got pretty much pre-approval from my wife to get the big tank. I just have to watch what I spend. I'm in Homestead, Florida, which is south of Miami by about half an hour, roughly. Maybe a little more, a little less, depending on traffic, what time of day you drive it. Homestead, Florida is where Hurricane Andrew hit back in 1992 and got wiped out. So, hoping I'll never have to deal with something that bad down here. You get the pre-approval in writing. Oh wow. Where are you at, Dusty? I'd sure take 125. South Dakota. Yeah, that's a little ways away. I don't think I'll be making it up that way anytime soon. My wife's going to Chicago, I think, here in a few months, but she's flying. Well, thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. Yeah, it'll be a saltwater tank also. Uh, I just like saltwater better than freshwater. Nothing wrong with freshwater. I've had freshwater tanks before, but I the fish that go in saltwater tanks I think are just so much prettier. My opinion only, because I know that several you guys have freshwater tanks, and there's nothing wrong with that. I I've had freshwater tanks. It's been a while, but I had a 55 gallon tank back 30 years ago that was freshwater. It had guppies in it, and then I had goldfish in it. It was a nice tank, easy to take care of. Except for the goldfish, you know how dirty they get. So you got to clean the tank a lot, or change the water a lot. Well, yeah, clean the rocks too, because it all settles down in the bottom because they're dirty fish. Glad you're back, Rita. Get your glasses on then, Rita. Hey, Peter, welcome back. Everybody's got their own lights, and I appreciate that. Uh, Fresh water is a beautiful thing also. Aqua Gardens in, welcome. Short break. Working on your 5-5 today and tomorrow, okay. Well, thank you for popping in, and thank you for smashing that like button, everyone. I appreciate it greatly. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and I had to go shopping this morning because I had to go to BJ's to get gas, and down here in Florida, since some of you may not know, a week and a half ago we had a flood in Fort Lauderdale, Florida area. They had 36 inches of rain in like 12 hours, flooded the town. And the port got shut down because gas pumps got damaged. So there's been lines for gas for a week now because all the gas stations are running out of gas. So luckily at BJ's they have gas. So I was able to grab some groceries this morning and go get in line for gas and fill up my truck because I was down to about 12 miles in my truck. Not very much left. Dusty it is. I've had lionfish before. They're bullies. They will eat your other fish if you're not careful. If you don't have fish that are big enough to defend themselves, they will kill those smaller fish. Andy, welcome. How are you? Thank you all for being here. Thank you for smashing that like button. How are Astro and Remy? Oh yeah, Nano, I remember you're in Miami. That's been crazy with having no gas anywhere. Oh, meetings. Sounds like a pain, but hi Rocky. Hi boy. Here. Let's say hi. Say hi, Rocky. So there's Rocky, everyone. Yeah, the lines for gas at the gas stations that had gas were blocks long, if not more. For those of you who didn't know, that's Rocky. He is a toy Aussie. And Sylvie is not in here at the moment. I had her on camera earlier. She's a Dalmatian. They have their own channel too. If you didn't know, called Two Florida Dogs. Haven't been posting on there enough lately, though. I need to start posting some more for them. Been just so busy. No, Dusty, talk all you want, because I run out of stuff to say, so you talk, then I have something to reply to. If you guys didn't see my videos from this last weekend, my wife and I went snorkeling. One of these days I'm going to get her to learn how to scuba dive so we can just go scuba diving off the boat, but until then we just go snorkeling. And I got smacked in the head by what I believe to be a barracuda. And then a little later I got circled and kind of chased by 3 big barracuda. And I caught that part of that on video. Yeah, Peter, I can't wait to go see the movie. Peter asked something up there higher. I didn't see it. Oh, Peter, I go scuba diving down in the Florida Keys. Yeah, if you don't have the right kind of line, they'll snap it in a heartbeat. They'll bite through that line. They're mean little boogers. I need to go get another fish called a file fish because I've got something called aptasia right here on this one little coral. This little coral's not doing the greatest, but it's got this little plant on it called aptasia. It's a growth that doesn't belong in fish tanks. It's not killing the coral, but it's not helping it either. I just got to get the wife to let me go to the fish store again. When I go scuba diving, Peter, I really don't worry about the barracuda. I go down because you can actually see better when you're scuba diving than you can when you're snorkeling. It's hard to explain. When you're scuba diving, you can turn your head all the way around. When you're snorkeling, your face is down in the water. And if you turn too quick, you'll get your snorkel mask, the top part in the water, and you'll be sucking in water. Yeah, I've seen some stingrays. Haven't caught any on while fishing before. At least I don't think I've caught any while fishing. If I have, I've hooked some big fish and that have snapped my line, and whether or not it was a stingray, I couldn't tell you because I didn't see it. I don't know if it was a Goliath grouper or a stingray. Endo. Gina. Excuse me, everyone. I don't know if she is in the chat. She's not talking, but she's at work. So, and if she's in, she's probably not listening. So, you just told on me, Rita. Yeah, seahorse. I'd love to have a tank with seahorses, but I've yet to ever see a seahorse at the fish store. That's right. Peter, I usually don't have to worry about the barracuda though. They usually leave me alone. I've seen them. I see them almost every time I go snorkeling. It just usually they're swimming away. I saw there's other barracuda while I was snorkeling Saturday, and most of them were just swimming away. Nothing big. But it was the three, well, the one that hit me in the head, and then the three that circled me that bothered me. Yeah, it is good for the body. I love to be in the salt water. It's good for your skin. I'm I shave my head, so I don't have to worry about it, but it's good for your hair. Make sure you wash it out though. That would be nice, Peter. Well, guys, I appreciate everyone being here. I think I'm gonna cut this off. I've been on for just over half an hour. I I don't like to make them too long. So I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate you smashing the like button. I think everybody here is already subscribed. So if somebody is in here watching that's not subscribed, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, it's free. So everybody have a wonderful day. Oh, Family Wilson. I was just leaving, but I'll stay for just a second. No, I appreciate you guys, even if you came in late. Everything helps. Family Wilson, I hope you enjoy the view of the tanks. Got two clownfish right over here to the left. And then there's one cardinal fish in the 20-gallon tank. And then I've got coral frags in the 20-gallon tank now because my my frag holder doesn't have room for all of them. So, again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for smashing the like button. Thank you, Dusty, and we will see you on the next one. Sorry about the camera here. I gotta pull it off the holder so I can click this.